Is it okay for a man to take a woman to Nando's on a date? Dating in relationships, that's a topic today. Well, it really depends. If you want me to give you a yes or no answer, the answer is yes, right? But let's go into it. First of all, right, back in the day, I think this is even before Instagram days, yeah? Back in the day on Facebook, I used to see I've seen this quite a few times on Facebook where people have posted that question, whether it's men or women posting it, I can't remember, but I've seen this many times, yeah? And basically, from what I remember, a lot of women will say, "Nah, no way, man, take me to Nando's on a date, no way, blah, 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 blah." And do you know what made me think about this? Like, so I think we're in 2020 now. I think it was last year. I took my daughter to Nando's. Yeah, me and my daughter's in Nando's. My daughter absolutely loves Nando's, right? And she was just talking like she's not into boys yet and all that, right? But she said to me, if I'm older and I go on a date, like I'd want someone to take me to Nando's on a date. And I thought, that's cute or whatever, like. And it reminded me of this thing what people used to say, is it okay for a man to take a woman to, because lots of us love Nando's, innit? But lots of us, we might just go to Nando's on your work break or Nando's, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's where that whole conversation come from. So, right. I think there's 3 points I need to make, 3 dynamics. And on these 3 points, yeah, I'm going to make separate videos on all 3 of them because I need to expand on all 3 of them. But I'm just going to highlight them in this video. 3 points, yeah. The first point is the purpose of the date. The purpose of the date. So, that's the first point. So, if a man takes a woman on a date, yeah. All right, let's say, for example, a man and a woman's going on a date. Let's just say they've not slept together yet. So, it's the first or second date, yeah, for example, yeah? And then, so it doesn't have to be Nando's in this, just they're going on a date, yeah, in the evening, they're going out somewhere, yeah? And then the woman on the day, so the day it comes and the woman says, you know what? Let's not go out to this place. Let's just come back to mine and spend the night, or let me come to yours and spend the night. In my opinion, 99 out of 100 men are going to say, yeah, all right then. Yeah, all right then. Think about it. In my opinion, 99 out of 100 men. So the one man might say, no, I don't want to do that yet. Let's just go to the date. I believe 99 out of 100 men is going to say, yeah, all right, okay, let's go back to yours then, or yeah, come back to mine. Providing that's an option, yeah? Because obviously some people, might live with their kids or live with their parents or whatever, yeah? So, right, so I've lost my train of thought. So it's all about the purpose of the date. So if I'm right, I might be wrong. Comment below, tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm right, that 99 of 100 men will say, yeah, cool, let's go back to yours, yeah? That means the purpose of the date is a route to get into bed. Now that means if you as a female think so low of Nando's as a date, yeah, and the man trying to take you to Nando's as a route to get you into bed, then if you think Nando's a bad date, then what does that say about you? I'm not saying Nando's is a bad thing, but if you think Nando's is such a bad thing, and on my point I'm making that the date is a route to get into bed, then what does that say about you? Think of it in that way, yeah? Think of it in that way. Because, and also as well, you are most probably around men that would do that, or know men that would do that, for you to even come out with that. Because you're not saying, oh, is it all right for a man to take me to McDonald's on a date? Because it's not even a thought process. So if a female is even saying that, oh, is it all right for a man to take to Nando's on a date? That means you know men that probably would. Or a man has tried to take you before. So, yeah, you might say, okay, that man's shit. But then also, if Nando's is so bad as a date, and then a man sees you and thinks it's okay to take you to Nando's on a date, then what does that say about you? So it works both ways. Right, so that's the first point, the purpose of the date. I'm going to talk more about that in another video. The second point is a man's investment into dates, yeah? Right, so certain men might be dating regularly, so they might be single, but they might be dating regularly or whatever. Like, and there's a whole topic about, you know, should a woman and a man pay? That's another video, flipping it. But a man is going to invest a certain amount into a date. A man's not going to use his whole wages. So it's like, how much am I? So I might be doing this in my life. I might be doing this. I might be trying to do this. I might be spending money on this course I'm doing or whatever. And so the date is part of his life. How much money is he willing to invest? And then it comes down to, is the guy high value, and is he dating a lot? So how much does he have to invest? If this is one date that he gets every year and he's, I've got to spend all this money on the woman, then he might take you to some plush restaurant, but for the wrong reason, because he's so amazed that he's got a date. So that's 5 different videos I've already thought of already, but I'm not trying to make this video too long. So that's it. So the second point is the investment. How much is a man willing to invest in a date, and for what reason? Then the third point is proportionality, yeah? So for example, a man that earns a low wage, spending money on Nando's might be a big thing for him. A millionaire is going to be nothing. So it's proportionality. So it's like, it might be a big thing for a guy to take you on somewhere that's more expensive. And obviously it depends on the age as well. So you watching this, I don't know how old you are, if you're a man or female, you're 18, 25, 40, 60, I don't know. But there's proportionality, is what the person can afford. Because I'm sure Jay-Z is not taking Beyonce to a date to Nando's. That's because it's comfortable for him to take his wife to a motherfucking, you know, I don't know, like, it's nothing to spend £500 or £1,000 on a meal. Dollars, sorry, because they're in the US. Yeah? So, and it's going to be nothing to him. So it's all about proportionality, where a guy, it could be a big thing for him, depending on his income level. Should that be a problem to you, ladies? I know ladies like to date up, but that's another video again. But yeah, so my answer is, it's okay for a man to take a man. My answer is, it depends. But if you want a yes or no answer, yes, it's okay for a man to take a lady to Nando's on a date. And there's 3 things you got to think about. Yeah, there's the purpose of the date. Yeah. Secondly, is how much the man wants to invest on dating. Yeah. Thirdly, it's all about proportionality, like the guy's income. Yeah. For like a 16-year-old guy to take a girl on a date, yeah, that's doing some part-time job, or his mum's giving him pocket money or whatever. Like, it might be a big thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're one of David Beckham's sons, then you're all right. you could take a woman to, you know what I'm saying? And then there's another point I was gonna make now, but it's gone out of my head. So I'll just pop it into another video when it was something to do with the purpose of the date. But anyway, this video's been long already. Comment below. Let me know if you think it's okay for a man to take a woman to Nando's on a date. Oh, yeah. That's a little point. It's a minor point. I remember now. Also, the question is, are they already in a relationship? Have they slept together already? So, like, if a man's been with a woman for 5 years, then he might take his woman to Nando's, but he's taken on other dates before. Bigger things, you know what I'm saying? The honeymoon period's over, yeah, babe, we're getting Nando's on Saturday, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So anyway, that's a minor little point I wanted to make. But yeah, comment below, let me know your experience. Ladies, has a man ever tried to take you to Nando's to date? And did you accept the date? And generally, what's your answer? Do you think it's okay? Man and woman, respond.